Okay! Oh my god, I think my voice broke when... Oh my god, okay. Well, I'm hitting puberty apparently, but we're back with Mushoku Tensei. I should just start this video again, but I'm not gonna. Mushoku Tensei, Season 2, Episode 7. So in the previous episode, we were doing some more school stuff, but there was also, well, it covered a tough topic where we basically got this 6-year-old girl, and I think we all know her status in the world, and it's very sad and depressing, but I think she was 6, right? Yeah, so a 6-year-old dwarf girl. Her name's Julie, or we've named her Julie. But I think they might be giving her a good life now. I'm not quite sure. Let's see how it goes, but they essentially wanted her to like just make figures, right? They just wanted her to like, you know, make an anime figure of some sort. So let's see how that goes. It's a very sad situation overall. But I think the whole point was he had like Rudy, he's been in this world so long, like he's kind of accepted there's nothing much he can do about that. And I think also the author made a statement. Honestly, I didn't read it. I saw the headline of it, but I think the author made a statement that's like, hey, by the way, slavery is bad. Like, just so people know, I'm not for slavery. This is just a part of the story and stuff. So yeah, anyway, we're gonna jump into this episode, see what it's got for us. Please support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing. That would all be wonderful, because I'm a small channel, so every little bit counts. And in the description below, you will find a Patreon account, and that Patreon account has full-length reactions, as well as early access, exclusive videos. There's a VIP tier where you can request a reaction from me. There's a lot of stuff, so go check that out. Anyway, here we go, into Season 2, Episode 7 of Mushoku Tensei. Doing some morning stretches. Yosh! Your visor? What about the visor? You're not going out as your fake name right now? Aww. Oh, and he's in the background! That's a cute detail. Aww. She's learning a lot from Fitz as well. I'm dedicated and positive. Maybe not dedicated. Ario is so cute. Yeah, kinda. Oof, that's true. Yeah, that's a good question. Answer it. Answer it! Well, I think she answered it in her mind. Yeah? Aww. Okay. Oh? Wow! That's sad. Good to hear. Apprentice is way better. Disaster struck? It's probably in a jar somewhere. Oh god. Oh god, you don't want to see it right now, Rudy. Or is it broken? Oh, it's broken. It's way better than what I thought it was gonna be. I mean, it's horrible that it's broken, but oh my god, I thought it was gonna be disgusting. Oh my god, his one eye glowing was scary.
1年生の時リニアとプルセナに挑まれまして
Yeah, I remember them. Aww. I feel bad for him. Or I want to tell a story afterwards about something kind of similar that happened to me. This is good because this means we're gonna get the cat girls. I like the cat girls. I'm excited for this. I've been waiting to see more cat girl.
Zanoba. いつも二人でつるんでる彼女らの方がよっぽど恥ずかしい。何せ群れなければ何もできないと喧伝しているのですから。
Damn, Rudy.
なんだと、あんまりでかい口叩くとぶっ殺す。
This is fun.
ほれ、わかったら散るにゃ。にゃーにゃーうるさいんだよ。従属はそんな下手くそな人間が。
Wow, making fun of her cat talk. Oh my god. Oh, this is cool. Oh my god. Stepped on her breasts. Okay, alright, Rudy, come on. Ah, this is great. Oh my god, what the fuck? Why do you put them in bags? This is fucked up, Rudy. No, Rudy. Rudy! Oh my god, this is horrible. Oh no, don't show them the panties. What the fuck is wrong with you, Rudy? Linia can't defend herself. There you go. Oh my god. Jesus. How are they supposed to do that? How are these two supposed to do that? You can just do it again. Yep. Oh my god, Rudy, what the fuck is wrong with you? That's not okay. This is horrible. Oh my god. These two are funny. I like them and wish they weren't being tortured. Oh my god, permanent. That would be an awful tattoo to have. The person who's oh no, oh that's right, Ghislaine was the fighting teacher. Damn, they're way too casual about being let go now. Did she make it up? Yeah. It's a good bluff. If you like the pillow so much, want to sleep in my bed with me? Would he recognize her if he saw her face? If
取り返しのつかないことになっていた
Would
気
have
が
been
する
pretty major. Ah! That was a good episode. I really loved that episode. I thought that was a lot of fun. And I got a few things that I want to talk about through the episode. Well, okay, here's the thing. I got to address this up front. Like, I kind of in the episodes beforehand, you know, like the start of the season and onwards, like I'm kind of giving Rudy in my mind the benefit of the doubt that he's grown and he's changed enough that he's like a good guy now. But I don't think he's there yet. I don't think he's a good dude yet. He does some good things, but like he also does some pretty screwed up things overall. And in this episode, that's messed up. The stuff he did to Linia and Pursena, that's absolutely messed up. Sure, they did some bad things. They did like destroy this thing that was precious to him and to his apprentice. But still fucked up what he did. So that is like Rudy's still a bad dude mostly, you know, like he still has growing to do, so he's not doing shit like that. So he's somewhat respecting women, you know. But like I think that's just, you know, that's part of this series, right? It's the whole, like, it's Jobless Reincarnation because it's about this guy who was like a bum, who was a terrible person and didn't have a job and like all that shit. Him being reincarnated. So it's like about an absolute loser climbing from the bottom all the way to the top. So it makes sense, like, you know, he's not there yet. We're not, I don't think we're anywhere near the end of this series yet. He's got a long way to go. Anyway, in this episode, the Roxy figure, I wanted to talk about the Roxy figure because first of all, the whole the whole idea, like when they were originally talking about the Roxy figure and why he was hiding it, I don't know if they were doing it on purpose or if it was just like where my head was going, and where I imagine a lot of people's heads would be going in this time, because it's a pretty common joke to make with figures and stuff, is that, like, you know, the creepy guys, they put them in a jar and they do stuff with their figures. Like, he gave off that vibe of that kind of person, so I thought that's what would had happened to the Roxy figure. And so I thought it was going to be like, hey, what happened to the Roxy figure? I don't really want to show you. Well, you have to show me now. Okay. He pulls it open and there's this just disgusting sight. Like, Roxy figure's intact, but it's disgusting. But it wasn't that, luckily. It was just, it got destroyed. And as Rudy said, destroyed in a way he can fix. Like, it shouldn't be too difficult for him to fix that figure. So, but what it did remind me of, because he got, now I keep saying he because I forget the apprentice's name, but I do have it, Zanoba, because Zanoba was like really upset by it and really like scared to tell Rudy. It reminded me of a story. So here's a story I've got. When I was in primary school, I at some point, I can't remember why, but I borrowed a Pokemon card from my friend, and the Pokemon card was of it was Pachirisu was the card, and it was like, for some reason it was like a golden card, like the sides of it were golden or whatever. I think it was like kind of a special card. I don't think it was like the kind of special card that would have been worth a lot of money or whatever, but like to us as kids or whatever, it was a special card. The reason I'm looking around right now is I was wondering if I might have something that aids my story here, but I don't think so. So anyway, there was this golden Pachirisu card. Now, Pachirisu, one of my favorite Pokemon. Okay, it's like in my top 10 of Pokemon, which is pretty high, maybe top 5, which is pretty high for Pokemon, because there's like almost 1,000 Pokemon or whatever now. So I really like Pachirisu, and I for some reason borrowed this card from him, but it was a borrow. We both knew it was a borrow. So I lost the card. I lost it. And I was like so distraught because I was like, this card, like for the card meant a lot to me. And so I was like, it means a lot to this guy my friend who I borrowed it from as well. And I was distraught. Now, instead of just telling him that, of course, I hid it from him and basically was like, oh yeah, I'll get it to you. Or like, I just kept putting it off. I can't remember exactly what I was doing, but I kept putting it off. Now, I think I mistreated this friend a lot, and I feel really bad about it, like looking back on it, because I was I wasn't a terrible kid, but I was kind of a bratty kid. Like I especially to some of my friends, I think I treated them kind of poorly. In primary school mostly. I think in high school I grew up a bit. But anyway, this card, I had lost it, and I thought what happened is like I stepped out of the car one day and it fell out of my pocket and it was on the street and I would never find it again. Long time passed, and then at some point I finally came clean to him and I said like, hey, look, I lost the card. I don't remember if I said I'm sorry or not. I hope I did, but I can't remember that part of the story. I told him that I lost the card, and he was like, oh, okay. And that was kind of it. And I was like so relieved that I told him. But yeah, I had literally like for several nights cried about the fact that I'd lost that card. Like I was freaking out. He didn't end up caring that much that I lost the card, but I was freaking out. Anyway, years later, I found the card, and I don't think I was friends with him anymore. I didn't know him anymore, so I just have the card. I don't know where it is now. I lost it, but I think it's somewhere in this house. Is that golden Pachirisu card? So you know, like I kind of stole it from him, but not on purpose. But it just reminded me of that because I kind of felt. I kind of felt Zanoba's pain there, where he was like, I'm so sorry I broke the thing, I didn't want to tell you and stuff. Like, I totally get it. I did the exact same thing to someone. So yeah, very funny. And yeah, I like Linia and Pursena quite a lot. I like their dynamic. Like I liked Linia from the second I saw her. You can go back and watch the video where she first shows up. Like I was immediately like, I'm on board with this character. I love her. But Pursena, like I kind of didn't care about her because we hadn't really seen anything of her, and Linia stood out to me. But I like Pursena a lot because she's like, you know, she's her friend and whatever, but she also throws Linia under the bus quite a bit. And Linia, I think, has like an inherent trust in Pursena because she always goes along with it for a few seconds before realizing. So I quite like that as well. Also, I feel like this is the first time I've seen in an anime people make fun of someone else for doing the whole cat speak thing. Like the cat speak thing is a very common anime trope, going yeah or whatever at the end of sentences, like fitting that in, whatever. But like when there's a character who is like inherent to their character, I mean, I'm not talking about when a character just does it out of the blue or like they work in a maid cafe and have to do it or whatever. I'm talking about when it's an inherent to the character's thing, like they're part cat, they're doing it, you know, Felix from ReZero, characters like that. When those characters do their meow talk or whatever, I feel like the other characters don't often go, like, make fun of them for that. But in this episode, Rudy was legitimately like, can you not speak human properly? Like, why are you adding all this meow to it? And I think that's funny for them to actually point that out and stuff. But yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all I want to talk about in this episode. I also have written down that he called Julie his apprentice instead of slave, which is a big upgrade. And I found all the sylphie stuff very cute in this episode, and I can't wait to explore that more. The ED made me tear up a bit this time as well, just like really taking in how important this is of an arc for Sylphie. But anyway, excuse me. Thank you for watching. Please support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing. And in my description, you will find my Patreon account. Go check that out. It has full-length, early access, exclusive videos. There's a VIP tier, so you can request reactions. It's absolutely worth it. Go check that out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.